How come I'm always like rubbing my eyes when I? Okay. Hi. Welcome back. I'm back on the sharing my favorite. These are a few of my favorite phrases. Thank you. Thank you to Sound of Music. All right. So number two, and this too shall pass. That is a very important phrase in my life. I grew up fundamentalist Christian, so I think that phrase may actually be from the Bible. It may actually be scripture. I'm not sure. But I know it's really wise advice, and as a person with bipolar disorder, actually, that's not even my diagnosis anymore. After 30 years, I have a different diagnosis now, and one of these days I'll have the kahunas to share that with the general public, or maybe I won't. I don't know. So, but I still do have bipolar symptoms. That's for darn sure, and those are, treated in my therapy and stuff, and handled medically. Where was I? Yes, and this too shall pass. So, one of the things about having depression or PTSD or being a survivor, a child abuse survivor, is that the option of opting out, who writes this stuff, is always there. I always have an option of just skedaddling onto another plane of existence. And whenever somebody chooses to do that, I don't blame them. I always understand. I feel sad for those they leave behind, but I understand needing to, escape the pain. I'm extremely fortunate that mine has never been so severe that I have begun the serious steps, this planning, I have suicidal ideations regularly, but I don't ever get to the point of actually planning. I just think about it. Probably, I think people have different escape fantasies. They want to travel to Europe or Hawaii, maybe. So, I just want to take a long-ass nap. And I think it's very common among people with the symptoms that I have and the life experience that I have. It's very common. But I'm in no imminent danger of that. If I were, I would just take myself back to to that place, mental hospital, right, for care. I'm fortunate. There are people who care about me, and I have work left to do. Why am I getting on a tangent again? Right. So, and this too shall pass helps me with my symptoms. So when I'm in an episode, I just keep breathing through it, and I'm like, this mania will pass, this hypomania will pass, this extreme irritability will pass. So whenever I'm going through something difficult, an interpersonal matter, something that's really challenging to my spirit, I will tell myself, and this too shall pass. The tricky thing of it is it goes both ways. So sometimes when I'm going through a particularly blissful period of my life or my day, I know that it's only for the moment and it will pass. So sometimes, thank goodness for therapy, because sometimes I recognize that I'm a little too quick to expect the good stuff to end. And so that's very helpful to work with in therapy too. But also to have friends who are aware of it, dear friends who say, hey, no, you can keep your hopes up about this. You don't have to give up so quickly. You don't have to be just waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's part of your past. You don't have to do that anymore. You're safe. It is safe to have joy. It is safe to expect it to last a while. So, so sometimes I do remember that, and this too shall pass. Nothing stays the same in life. We have love, we draw love, we lose love, we have, children are born, people pass away. And this too shall pass. It's part of life. And so I'm really grateful for that phrase. And it also helps me learn how to try to create more sustainability and more balance in my life so that I don't have such severe ups and downs, you know. For instance, now with this whole learning how to earn income and trying to, rent a room so that I'm living on my own kind of a thing, um, so that I can have less severe ups and downs. Um, so yeah, so that's what that is. Thanks for listening, and this too shall pass. So rock on. I'm Cassandre Xavier, by the way.